Hello and welcome to the latest beef and lamb market update. In recent weeks, lamb prices have continued to track the 5-year average, while prime cattle prices look as though they've started to stabilise. Falling beef prices have been causing a lot of concern since May, but the downward trend in prime cattle prices has slowed right down, suggesting that supplies are now more in line with demand. It's too soon to say we've reached the bottom, but the domestic supply side is expected to tighten up slightly from here, and recent retail demand has been better too. In the 12 weeks ending on the 14th of July, fresh and frozen primary beef sales increased by 3% in volume on the year. Mince in particular performed well, with more shoppers helping to drive an 8% increase in sales volumes. Unfortunately, last summer's beef burger sales were tough to beat, and sales fell 17%, with both fewer shoppers and fewer trips. Prime slaughter fell in July compared to last year, although only by 1%, which is a little less than we'd been expecting. However, along with 12% fewer cows slaughtered, this was enough to reduce beef production by 1%, even though prime carcass weights were a little higher. The better weather has meant both higher turnout and better quality forage availability than last year. UK beef production in the year to date is still 1% higher than the same period last year, due to greater numbers and higher average weights. Exports have continued to perform strongly, with June volumes up 25% on the year. At the same time, imports have continued to decline and were 20% lower than last June, all helping to bring the market more into balance. So now, let's take a look at lamb markets. In recent weeks, lamb prices have continued to move in line with the 5-year average. Deadweight and finished markets have been reacting to higher production levels, with throughputs particularly in recent weeks. Although the kill for Eid is behind us now, good grass growth has supported lamb growth rates, and lots of lambs have come forward earlier than usual. Lamb slaughter was up nearly 6% year on year in July, and production was closer to 10% higher. Demand has been better too. Fresh and frozen primary lamb sales increased 13% year on year in the 12 weeks to the 14th of July, largely because of an increase in roasting joint sales. However, bucking the trend of other lamb products, sales of chops and steaks fell by 4%. For yet another month, higher domestic production has lent itself to higher sheep meat exports. In June, UK exports of sheep meat were up 35% compared to last year, as French and German markets both performed well. These are countries that typically import New Zealand product, but New Zealand has been exporting less overall. This not only helps UK exports, but reduces UK imports too. These were down by 36% in June, continuing the pattern of recent months. For more in-depth information on what's influencing UK cattle and sheep markets, please visit the AHDB beef and lamb website or subscribe to our weekly newsletter by contacting the Red Meat team.